Henry Lasco was a promising young soccer player. The 11-year-old and his family had only recently moved to Regina from St. John's when tragedy struck. His mother, Morena Hills, found Henry and her husband, Sergio, unresponsive in their apartment in this building in downtown Regina when she returned home from work Friday evening. She pulled Henry into the hallway and screamed for help. A neighbor rushed to her side as she tried to resuscitate him.
To this woman, I said, "Here, keep doing compressions. I got to go back in and get my husband. I got to get Sergio." And she said, "No, don't go in there." And I said I had to. At first, I couldn't move him because he's like 220 pounds. But I was able to drag him out of there with all my might.
First responders arrived and began working on Sergio, while Hills stayed with Henry.
They dragged me away from him. I didn't want to leave him, but so they started working on him, and I was just sitting on the floor, and then someone came up to me and said that my son was dead.
Regina's fire chief says mechanical work was being done in the building when a carbon monoxide leak occurred. It ultimately proved fatal for Henry.
That piece of service equipment was indeed identified as the source of the carbon monoxide release. And firefighters, along with gas inspectors, were able to isolate it and shut it down that evening.
The family moved to Regina partly for an elite competitive soccer program. Henry was a gifted goalie with dreams of competing in the Olympics. The St. John's Soccer Association, where Henry played before moving, told CBC that the soccer community is heartbroken by his death, calling him a force to be reckoned with on the field with a heart of gold. CBC has reached out to the owner of the building but has not received a response. Sergio Lasco is now in stable condition in hospital. In the meantime, Hills mourns her son, who she calls her best friend. Laura Sharpaletti, CBC News, Regina.